Hello, my soapy friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lissa, also known as the Soap Chef on this channel, where we make all things with a rather good lather. I've been a maker in this industry for over 2 decades. We are a 3D bath bomb mold supplier, and my favorite products to make, of course, are bath bombs. But that's enough about me. Let's get right into the video. Hey friends, we are over at Creation Station again, and remember about 6 months ago, I will put the link down below in case you don't remember, but we had put a whole bunch of really lovely herbs into some avocado oil to go ahead and start infusing. And I have kept this in a really, really cold, dark place downstairs in the basement below the soap shop here. To be honest with you, I kind of forgot about it. I went and was very, very religious about shaking it and turning it. Like every couple of days I would do that. And I was very diligent about doing that for about, I would say 2 months, which is all that I intended to infuse this for, was a good 8 weeks. It's been down there for 6 months, which is fine. No big deal. It's going to be actually even better. But let's go ahead and strain this now. And if you're interested in whatever herbs are in here, again, I will link the video down below where I went ahead and made this infusion. But the herbs that are in here are rosemary, peppermint, lemongrass, comfrey root, black cohosh, arnica. I have some macerated camphor, St. John's wort, willow bark, red pepper flakes, and some turmeric. So those are the herbs that we have put in here. And again, like this has just been sitting for 6 months now. I checked the date on the video that I did, and it was 6 months ago. I just want to get every last little bit because this is like gold. All right, let's strain that out. I have my vessel on the bottom. I've got my strainer, and then I've got some cheesecloth on the top. And once we get this strained out, we're going to go ahead and make our sore muscle salve. All right, so just pour that right in. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and let this do its thing and let this start draining out. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom. It's starting to drain. You guys can see that or no? Here, let me bring this up a little bit so you can see. I usually just let this sit for a good hour, honestly, and I go about my business and start doing all kinds of other things before I give it a good squeeze. But you can see how beautiful that oil is now on the bottom. This is fantastic. This is going to make the most incredible sore muscle salve because of all of those herbs that we have let infuse for a really long time. So I will bring you guys back when we are ready for the next step. Okay, now that we have strained all of our beautiful oil out into this container, this is all of it, so it's a little bit less than 12 ounces. We're going to go ahead and put everything into a different container and put this into a hot water bath to start melting down everything. This is basically just an oil-based formulation for the sore muscle salve. We are going to be adding a little bit of cetyl alcohol, however, into all of our butters and our waxes and our oil, because it's really hydrating and conditioning, very, very softening. It helps to homogenize everything too. It's a really soothing emollient, but most of all, it provides a really easy glide for products. And since we're going to be putting this sore muscle salve into these small little deodorant containers, it's going to be nice to have a nice glide on, okay? So we're just going to dump everything, basically. We've got our shea butter all weighed out. That's going to go in. Next, we've got our cocoa butter. Next, we've got our beeswax. It's basically like making a lotion bar, you guys. Same concept. Come on, get out. Everybody out. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and put in that cetyl alcohol. We're going to weigh out the oil that we need because we don't need as much as is in there. So let's see, let me turn this to grams so I can be really precise. Alrighty. All right, and that's it. We're just gonna go put this on a water bath, like I said. We'll bring you back for the next step. Okay, everything has melted down very nicely in our water bath. We're gonna go ahead and add some arrowroot powder now, just to take care of a little bit of the greasiness, because this isn't just an oil-based product. And we're gonna get in here with a whisk. Two minutes. All right, let's get it up on the scale, and we're going to add some vitamin E. That's it. That's grams. And lastly, we are going to be adding our essential oil, and I have also some Optifen Plus in here as the preservative. Not that you need a preservative in an oil-based formulation, but you never know what people are going to be doing. They'll be using this in the shower right after they get out of the shower. They could be incorporating water in some form. You just never really know. I'm just in the habit. And by the way, that's just a proprietary blend of essential oils that I came up with, but I'm using camphor, menthol, cage put, cinnamon, a little bit of black pepper. You know, it's been so long since I made that, I don't even remember now, but use whatever, oh, a little bit of lavender. Use whatever essential oils you would like, but since this is a sore muscle balm, I'm going to use essential oils that are known to have analgesic effects. Okay, that's been a good 2-minute stir. We're going to move that over here. We're going to get our containers. Of course, everything's already been sanitized. And we're just going to pour. These are only little 1/2 ounce. That's it. Little 1/2 ounce deodorant tubes with a twist up top. You gotta be really careful with these though, because they're so skinny, you know what I mean? Like, I've made such messes, you have no idea. If it's easier for you guys to like use like one of those little plungers, or even the big plungers, which I do have, that would be optimal. Okay, everybody is filled. We're going to leave them sit right here. Check the tops for any hollowing out, little tunnels that happen, because it does happen. And we'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, these are all set up now. Let's take one and try it out. Just twist it up. I'm not going to twist it up too hard. This one is going to be for me. This glides on really, really nice. And you can see it's really not greasy, even though this is an oil-based product. You're not left with a greasy oil slick afterwards. Let's get a little bit of that off of the sides there. And again, that cetyl alcohol that we added in there is providing a really, really nice glide on the skin. And so this is meant to, you know, put into your shoulders and be kneaded in on your knees, your elbows, anywhere that you have muscle and or joint pain. And it smells very, very medicinal. I am smelling more of the herbs, honestly, than I am the essential oils that I added. I mean, they're there and I can smell them, but what I'm smelling more of is the herbs that we have very delicately infused for the past 6 months. So this is a really wonderful product. As you guys know, I have a lot of joint and muscle pain issues, and so this is going to be perfect for me and for my issues. But again, here we are. You don't see any greasiness. There's no shininess. And this is just a wonderful, wonderful sore muscle pain relief balm for you guys, okay? There you go. We're going to put the caps on these. Like I said, I'm going to take this one home. Let me go ahead and roll that back down. Just put the cap right on there. And there you go. Perfect. Little 1/2 ounce. You could even make these in these little tubes and give them away as samples if you can afford to do so. I personally am not going to do that based on all of the herbs and essential oils that I have used in this, which is quite costly. So I'm not going to be giving those away. Anyhow, that's going to do it for today's video though, you guys. If you did enjoy the video and got anything out of it, could you please give it a thumbs up and share it? That does more than anything else. Any type of interaction with a channel whatsoever, whether you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down or watch it, whatever it is, nothing does as much for a channel as sharing it with other people. Apparently, YouTube loves when people share the video. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, thank you from me to you. All right, that is going to do it though for today. So you guys take care of yourselves, okay? Be humble and stay kind, all right? We'll get back together soon.